Hello everybody, this is Daryl passing Lane Motors, and today we're going to do a little review of our 1968 Corvair that we just got in. A little bit about the car. The car has been repainted, was done quite a while ago. The paint is definitely just driver quality, guys. It looks really good in these pictures, but I want to make sure everybody is aware it's a driver quality car. This car is really in a place that you get in it, have fun, just drive it with just very minimal amount of work. It has a power top on it. The interior is nice, but it also comes with all kinds of added accessories, which I'll show you pictures of here in just a minute when we get around to that point of the car, that comes with the car that somebody could do a lot of stuff to. For one, it's got the transmission pan's leaking a little bit. Could use a new transmission pan gasket. That does come with the car. It also has a new transmission pan that is looks like a quart bigger than the stock. So it comes with a pan. It has weather stripping in there, seat covers. I'll show you all that here in a minute. As far as the car goes, the car is fairly straightforward. And it really is, I've got to say, you know, a 10-20 footer. If you get up really close here, I'm going to try to show you. Like, here's chips in the paint right there. As we move down along the bottom edge, right down there is some rust. Along that little edge right next to the door, there's a chip out of there about the size of a quarter. As we move down the door, it's in fairly good shape. The rear fenders also look pretty decent. I'll go ahead and I'll show you the, I don't know if you can see on the paint here, but the paint is pretty checked. Back here on the back, I doubt if that can be wet sanded and buffed out. But it's a little 110 horse, it's a Monza. It does have a power. Right now we'll go ahead and we'll have Bill fire it up. We'll start it up, Bill, and then the little car starts super easy. Go ahead and hit me the lights, Bill. There's our low beams, there's high beams. Let's do the turn signal. There's the left turn, right turn, excuse me. There's the left turn. Go ahead and turn the lights back on, Bill. There's windshield wipers. Got a horn? Ooh, man, loud ass horn. Turn the marker lights on. Here's what all the marker lights are working. Let's check the tail lights. Tail lights. Put it in reverse. See at the back. I don't even think it has backup lights, does it? Oh yeah, it does. Backup lights are even functional. You can hear when it goes in the gear. It's a little 2-speed power glide transmission in here. While we're back here, we'll go ahead and I'll pop the trunk. Actually, this would be the hood, excuse me, while it's running. You can see how nice and clean the engine compartment is. It does have a spare tire. So the little motor runs great, doesn't smoke, nice and quiet. Does go into drive and reverse, and the emergency brake cable does work. Bill, go ahead and let's put the top up. Power top here. This is a pretty neat feature on this little car. There's the power top. Not in bad shape. Oh, the window's not too messed up on it. Top appears to be fairly new. It is separating back here along the back though. So eventually it'd be nice if it did have a new top put on the car. The inside is not in bad shape. The carpet doesn't look too bad. The seats aren't torn, but it does actually have a new set of seat covers that comes with the car. The door panels are still all intact. The courtesy lights work. From what I see, all the dash lights work. The shift lever works in there, forward and reverse. The emergency brake cable works. Great starter car, guys. And then the trunk is actually still in really good shape too. It has had the dual master cylinder put on the car, which I think it's 68 that actually was stock with them. In this little bag here, we've got all kinds of weather stripping around the doors, around the top. So there's a whole bag of weather stripping here. This bag here has both of the front seat covers that come with it. Guess I don't know. There's a bag right there, has both of the front seat covers in there. Here is that oil pan that I talked about earlier. It does have a vented oil pan and an new oil gasket with new bolts. So if somebody wanted to change that out, because the oil pan does leak. And in here we have extra door handle grips. There's also all 4 of the hubcaps come with, its original hubcaps come with the car. A Corvair chassis shop manual for when you want to restore this car. This would be great to use. I don't know if you can see in this trunk or not, but the trunk is really nice and solid, so no work needs to be done in here, maybe a little splatter paint. And here's a full assembly manual also for the 68. Even the light up in the trunk deck lid works still. This Corvair is a stock car. It has its 6-cylinder in it with the dual carburetors. It's a 110 horse Monza. It is an original Matador red car convertible, and this car did come from the factory with a power convertible top. Pretty rare feature for the little Monzas. The Corvairs and all didn't have a lot of power features to the cars. This little car here is what I would call a restorable driver. It has been repainted at least once, and that paint job is older and showing quite a few defects. But all in all, the pictures of it took really good, but if you get up really close to the car, you will notice some defects. There's also a couple little spots of rust along the rocker panels of the car. Now, as we move underneath the car, these cars are super easy to buy parts for, and they're also relatively inexpensive. If somebody wanted to do a restoration on this car, if they just wanted to buy something, not spend a lot of money, and not too much, would get this car very roadworthy. The A-arms, all the bushings under here look fairly new and original. It does have a sway bar up front. As we move down, the pans overall on the car are in fairly decent shape, but it really could use a set of driver and passenger front pans cut into the car. These are real easy to replace. They're readily accessible. They're also pretty cheap. As I don't know if I'll be able to get a complete shot up here in the front corner behind the tire. I'll try to zoom in on that for you guys. There is a little separation in the metal right there. You can see where the pinch welds there have a little rust in the pinch welds. Nothing major. I mean, it all depends on what you'd want to do with the car. This car did come up out of Texas, but I don't know how long it was down there. The transmission pan in this car needs to be replaced, and there is a new transmission pan and a new transmission pan gasket that comes with the car. On our website, there's a complete list of all the extra parts that come with it. The car does start and run, doesn't smoke, so it seems to be a pretty solid little car in that aspect, but could use a little bit of work. I normally like to grade my cars, and I normally like an A or B car, but due to the fact that this needs both pans replaced in it, I'd have to probably give it a C, and with the pinch welds having the separation in them. So anything we can answer for you? Any more questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. This is Daryl, Passing Lane Motors. It's on a 1968 Corvair that we have for sale. Thanks so much for looking. Have a great day.